Most people think to make $100,000 a month, you have to be working 12 to 14-hour days. But at just 22, I'm on track to make over $1.5 million in 2024 while only working 4 hours a day. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but it didn't happen overnight. It was only a few years ago I was working at Tim Hortons and was very stressed financially. But now I work between 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. doing what I love. And then I get to spend the rest of my day at the beach, going on long walks, hanging out with my mom and friends. But you're probably wondering, how is this all possible? Well, I've never shared this before, but it's all thanks to an easy 3-step process that I followed right after I quit my job. Step 1 was to build an elastic income. Step 2 was to learn the skills of marketing. Step 3 was to automate my life and business. So in this video, I want to share with you exactly what I did at each of these steps so that you can hopefully build your own full-time income online and not have to work 10 hours every day for the rest of your life. Starting with the first step, finding an elastic income business model. It was 2018 and I was stuck working a job I hated with a passion. I was only 16 at the time, but I just had this feeling in my gut that there was something wrong with working 8 to 10 hours per day just to survive. It didn't make sense to me. I was constantly stressed about money. I barely had time to hang out with my friends, and the thought of doing this for the next 40 years was terrifying. So I quickly realized that if I wanted to escape, I had to find a way to stop trading my time for money. And that's when I learned about something called elastic income. Basically, elastic income is a business or an income stream that allows you to make more money without working more hours. So as your income grows, you are not required to put in more hours of work. A great example is selling digital products online. You put in the initial work to actually create the product, but then you can get paid for years without having to do much extra work. So after learning about this new way to make money, I went hunting for opportunities. It took me a few failed attempts, but I finally found the business that changed my life forever. And that was affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is another great example of elastic income because it might only take you 1 hour to create a piece of content like a YouTube video or a Pinterest post. But then you can get paid thousands of dollars for just that 1 hour of work. Now, there are other ways to build an elastic income with things like creating and selling your own digital product, developing a mobile app or software, writing and publishing books. But I personally believe affiliate marketing is the best for beginners because it doesn't require any crazy specialized knowledge and you can get started with just your iPhone. And it's the exact business model that makes me over $50,000 per month consistently while just working a few hours a day. Take this Pinterest post for example. It only took me about 20 minutes to make, and this post has already made me over $10,000. And it will continue to make me money without me having to put in any more extra work. If you were wondering, I am actually promoting my Shopify affiliate link in this post. So if you want to learn more about how I do this, I actually have a course that you can check out, which I'll link in the description. But whether you pick affiliate marketing or not, the big lesson here is if you want to make a full-time income online just by working a few hours a day, then you have to find an elastic income business. Otherwise, you'll always be stuck trading your time for money. But I'm sure you probably know I didn't just wake up one day and start making $100,000 a month while only working 4 hours a day. In the beginning, there was a critical step I had to do first to be able to make my affiliate marketing business actually profitable. And that was building the right skills. So many people give up after just a few failed attempts at running a business because they usually think there's something wrong with them, or that they're just not cut out for business. But this couldn't be further than the truth. I truly believe anyone can succeed in business. It's really got nothing to do with who you are as a person, but everything to do with building the right skills. In fact, when I realized this myself, I went from losing money online to then building my first successful business. But what sort of skills should you be learning? Well, there are 4 that I studied that have been a big reason as to how I was able to make $100K a month at just 22. The first is sales. Sales is such a fundamental skill. Think about it, whether you're trying to sell your first first product or get your first client. It all comes down to sales. When I first started getting brand deals on my YouTube channel, I was terrible at this. I undervalued my channel and accepted lowball offers. But once I learned sales, everything changed. Sales gave me the confidence to negotiate and know my worth, which ultimately led to making way more money. The second one is copywriting. No, this has nothing to do with legal documents or anything like that. Copywriting is just sales, but in written form. It's a form of persuasive writing, which is a critical skill if you want to make money online. There's so much competition now, but with copywriting, you'll learn how to grab people's attention. Also, make your content stand out and make people excited to buy your products. The third one is content creation. Content creation will allow you to take your passions and turn them into online income. It's things like learning how to create viral videos, how to create a personal brand, and building an audience. This was ultimately the skill that took me from broke to making millions of dollars. I honestly believe that this is the future of business, and it's a skill that you won't regret taking the time to learn. The fourth one was photo and video editing. All the skills I mentioned are great, but it's photo and video editing that glues them all together. This skill will allow you to take your ideas and turn them into content that people actually want to consume. And that ultimately will make you money. And you don't need to learn any complicated softwares in the beginning. All you need to get started is free tools like Canva and CapCut. So it was these 4 skills that helped me build my affiliate marketing business to 6 figures per month in a short period of time. And honestly, if I hadn't studied these, there'd be no way I'd be able to make millions of dollars in my 20s. But then I ran into a new problem. It was great making all this money, but I still had no time to spend with family and friends. I was working 10 hours or more per day to build and run the business, which leads me to the last and final step, automating my business and life. The trap that most beginner business owners fall into is they end up working more hours in their business than they did as an employee, which is exactly what happened to me. I went from working 8 hours a day to 10 hours a day. Yes, the money was great, but that's not what I signed up for. I also wanted the freedom to travel, to spend time with my mom, and to actually have a life outside of the 4 walls of my office. So in the past few years, I've been perfecting 2 methods to cut my work hours in half and give me back my freedom. One was increasing my productivity throughout the day, so I could get more done in less time. The second was to automate my business. So that meant hiring people to do boring, time-consuming tasks. Now, if you don't have a business yet, don't worry. The productivity routine that I'm about to share will help you free up your time so that you can work on your business while still at your job. And learning to automate your business now will put you miles ahead of other business owners once you actually have your business up and running. So let's take a look at how I optimize my productivity first, starting with my morning routine. I used to struggle with bad brain fog in the morning. I would go sit down and work, and it would take me 30 to 60 minutes before my brain woke up and I could actually focus and work. But what I found to help with this is to simply meditate and journal before I start work. So I wake up around 8 a.m., I have a healthy, high-protein breakfast, and then I sit outside in the sun while I practice gratitude and journal. This helps me get into a powerful and focused mental state right before I sit down for my deep work session. Next, I follow a productivity routine called time blocking. This is when you divide your day into specific blocks of time, each dedicated to a particular task or group of tasks. This helps you focus on one thing at a time, reducing distractions and increasing productivity. So between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., which are my work hours, I cut them into 30-minute to 1-hour segments. And I pick high priority tasks that will move the needle in my business. This alone has helped me cut my work time in half, because now I'm not wasting time on unproductive tasks that slowly add extra hours of work to my day. Next, I cut out any potential distractions. This means turning off my phone and not checking any social media when I'm working. I also don't reply to emails unless I've specifically picked this task for one of my time blocks. This allows me to get into a flow state and work much more efficiently. So these 3 are very simple things anyone can do, but have literally helped me go from working 10 hours a day down to just 4 hours a day. And what's surprising is I actually get more done now than I did when I was working 10 hours per day, which is pretty cool. So that's the first step of my automation routine. The second thing is learning how to actually automate the business. Before my affiliate marketing business was actually consistently profitable, I was doing everything myself. I was writing my own content, I was filming and editing videos, and I was managing all my social media accounts. But after about 3 to 4 months of being profitable, I started to delegate time-consuming tasks to other experts. I would find freelancers on places like Upwork and Fiverr that could help replace me in certain areas of the business. For example, video editing would take up about 4 to 5 hours of my time per week. So when I found a good video editor, I was able to get all that time back. And I've now done this with a bunch of other things, like building websites, content research, and customer support. So now I get to focus all of my energy on the parts of my business that I actually enjoy, which has given me so much creative energy, and I don't actually feel burned out after my workday. But there's one last thing that's helped me automate my business that I didn't cover in this video. It's a specific AI tool that helps me make thousands of dollars with affiliate marketing by automating the content I post on social media. The best part is anyone can use it to start making thousands of dollars online. So if you're interested in learning more about this, you can check out this video where I break everything down in detail.